Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, to each and everyone who is here. I have something I have to address. Just by pure accident. Um, it came across. Probably it happened like that. So anyway, thank you guys for being here and for the Let me see, just bringing you in on a little of my personal life. I was just discharged from the hospital. I was in a hospital for a few days. So and then you try to think about life and how precious it is. Um Charge it up to the medication in the senior moment, okay? Sorry guys. I don't know why I'm emotional right now. Probably because I'm out there and I'm alive. Um Although I had to force a lot of hand and come down like crazy. I actually forced them to discharge me. 'Cause I told him I was gonna walk out, whatever. Um. So anyway, I'm not in the best of health, but my mouth, it did not affect my mouth. You know. All right, let's go right to the chase. And I'm addressing today, this afternoon, evening, or wherever you're viewing this from. This is directly to Treeceyy. I don't know. It's closing into a year since myself and her went our separate ways. Okay, I try to avoid making good comment or bad comment when it comes to her name. Try to stay clear of that. Sometimes it's a little kiki or whatever, but I don't try to make myself known, like to say I'm sending a direct message to this woman. For what? About a year ago or less than a year ago, I went on Miss Understood platform. She was celebrating her sobriety, and in the past we had a few words in the chat, nothing heavy, really heavy. And I did a couple live on her, and I can remember more than once I said, "Look, I'm not gonna have a conversation with anybody who's under the influence. Whenever you get sober, I wouldn't mind talking to you, but for now, no." So when I saw what I saw, I said, let me go up there and, you know, it's a word of encouragement too, because everything does not happen overnight. I have nothing but this. I don't know either of these two people. Just how we know each other, virtual reality, correct? Now, a lot of things happen since I came out of the pieces camp, one after the other. First, it was Rob Rack or whatever the man name is, and Treeceyy. It was lot. It was so slanderous. It was so scandalous. It was like, damn, X-rated. It was everything. It's given everything. I tried to stay clear of that. I never came live on that. I can't remember doing that. If you guys know differently, you could drop it in the comment. And then after that, it was a trip to LA or whatever. Stay clear of that. I can't remember doing a live about that. Right? Like I said, if I'm wrong, if I need to be corrected, please remind me and said, no, Heater, if you're wrong, you did this, you did that. But let's chop it up right now. Misunderstood. When I get to know more of this lady, it was in the pizza scam. And somebody brought it to my attention and said, look, you're there in the amen section. Saw myself there and I said, oh my God. Because I really didn't know who she was. Like I said, when things is not built on solid foundation, it is bound to crumble. So, Treeceyy, you have a lot to say about who don't like who. Who do you like? Yourself and that woman did not start on a strong foundation. You remember, this came from Uncle Sugar and all of that. And you brought it over to us. And I was the biggest cheerleader, a strong supporter of yours. Okay? So when you started out with her, you did not give a fuck about this woman. So all of a sudden, y'all get chummy. So why? Let me just say something, just trying to make a point here. So why, if it is so that you think that one of us could be friends with her or some associate of hers, didn't you do the same thing too? I didn't have a platform at the time when you brought this shit to us. Carrie didn't have, sorry, Carrie. Carrie did not have a platform at the time when you bring this over. I didn't even know if Carrie was around. But you were bold to call our names. I don't know why. Two of the wrong names. So wrong. Because first of all, let's go back to our background. We're Caribbean, right? Because when it's negative, everybody loves to speak about the immigrants, right? Okay. We were raised differently from you, Treeceyy. Very different. Because when we do something, we get fucked up with our parents. You would get fucked up with somebody in the street. Everything. In school and everything. So it really took a village effort to raise us. We had nobody to complain to say you're going to call the police and all of that. So it's a whole different situation. Why do you think? You see, friendship is something you cherish. You guys call out that so freely. Bestie, frenzy, or BFF, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. You're saying it. That don't mean that is so. Okay? Because all of this shit